Alex has been working a lot this week. Last week he put in 60 hours, so we weren't really expecting him to be home in time for dinner. But he did make us dinner last night before going to bed and gave us some instructions as to how to prep it and how to plate it. So we still have our Monday dinner with Alex, even though Alex won't be available. This week I had some time to work on tuning our piano. It wasn't all that bad, but there were a few keys that were really bad.
Well, our book club read this month was one that I had requested, Our Divine Mischief by Hanna. And I loved this book so much, I gave it 5 stars on my first read, and I thought, hopefully I'm still gonna like it, because sometimes it's just the emotion of the moment, sometimes it's more about what's going on in my own life that just, it makes a story connect. And I have to say that I still loved this book. It was so much fun. Now the funny part is that one of the main characters is a dog. And if you know me, dogs are not my jam. I don't hate them, but they are a rough thing for me. They can be really stressful. The fact that there was a dog as a main character was not necessarily a positive for me. It might be for you, and I hope it is. But this story was about a young woman, again, who she's anxious to find out what her role is supposed to be in society. And the way her society does that is they send the young people off in a boat, and they go to a special island where they meet with the goddess, and she gives them a medallion that says what they're supposed to be when, as their profession. And she makes it out to the island, and instead of finding the goddess, she finds this puppy. And she does not know what to do. She's lost. She's confused. She brings the puppy back, and they decide to set up a series of trials to figure out what she's supposed to do. That starts her on an interesting journey. One of the other perspectives that we're given, besides the dog and our main character, Aaliyah, is Hugh. And Hugh is somebody who went out to the island and came back with a blank medallion. And so everybody says he's unblessed and they won't let him do anything. He's kind of been shunned. All he gets to do is cut peat for a living. He is assigned the task of kind of being her chaperone while she goes through this to make sure she doesn't cheat on any of these tests. So their relationship is interesting, and their connection to this dog, who is maybe not just a dog, is really a lot of fun. It was a great book, and I highly recommend it.
Another project for me this week was an attempt to make homemade yogurt for the first time. Pretty easy and straightforward with the Ninja Foodie. Overall, it took 9 hours or so, and a half gallon of milk makes about 3 cups of Greek yogurt, so not a big payoff either. But I enjoyed the process, and it worked. Saturday, I once again took my seat in the tabulator box, this time for the Douglas County Marching Invitational, DCMI. I got to see some shows from some new bands, but I also got to see some of the bands from 2 weeks ago, with 2 weeks of improvement. prelims are over, 4 bands are eliminated, so we mostly see the same shows again, but I was impressed by the bands who made improvements for the second half. Now, Liberty had an issue with wind during prelims, which they managed extremely well, but I didn't end up filming, so I was really glad that they got to do their show as written tonight.